This is my first video for 2026. It's a new year, and reality is shifting quite quickly. I'm going to read the first paragraph of an essay that probably will be published already by the time you listen to this. And the first paragraph starts out with: "The world appears to be notably different than when the clock struck midnight on January 1st, 2026. The headlines are moving fast. Trump is moving faster. And the next stop might be an intervention in Iran to save the Iranian people from their fanatic leaders. One could only wonder how that will go, how Greenland will go, in Venezuela. Russian President Vladimir Putin said on January 15th that the international situation has deteriorated and the world was getting more dangerous, which it is. The Russians also brought up the possibility of dropping nuclear weapons on Berlin and London. Funny that just yesterday, the Prime Minister of Germany said Russia's a European nation. Part of this whole mess with Russia started a long time ago when Russia wanted to join NATO and was refused by, I believe, Bush Jr. I don't remember exactly which one. This is going to be a rough year. America, probably worse. I mean, no place is worse right now than Ukraine. People there are freezing to death. Places loaded with Nazis. And I don't know why the West has been supporting Ukraine with the Nazi regime there. Nazi armies. Unbelievable. Anyway, the Europeans are risking nuclear war, not wanting this war to end, bankrupting itself to support the war, which Hungary is not going along with. But the main point I want to bring up today is separation. Separations come from misunderstanding, and malcommunication, and a lack of listening. When listening breaks down, love breaks down, and conflicts and misunderstandings rise. In the United States, there's no end to the misunderstandings and the conflicts and the separation. The nation is divided against itself. You could say between right and left, though that's not really very general. Could say Democrats and Republicans, but again, that's kind of general. You take the situation in Minnesota. In my essay, I talk about down here in Brazil, where I've been for 33 years. I'm not sure if I'm more American still or Brazilian. There are many things to not like about America and what it's done, what it's doing. But the thing about America, and very hard to break the love of the Constitution, specifically the First and Second Amendments. Freedom, free speech. Without free speech, there's no freedom. And the Second Amendment, the right to carry arms to protect the First Amendment. Free speech is falling all over the world, especially in England, Australia. Now you can so easily be arrested for hate speech, for saying things, just for writing things on the internet. England leads the pack in arrests. They'd rather throw people in jail for talking than for raping. Anyway, this thing in the shooting in Minneapolis, I've been, as I say, down here 33 years. From the moment I got here, it was different on the streets. Once in a while you'd see a police blitz where they would stop all the cars. Of course, there's always police checkpoints. Just get used to it and live with it. But there's not one person in Brazil, which is a pretty big country, not one who would be crazy enough to go into a blitz where policemen are holding machine guns and not stop or try to maneuver around the policeman with your car. Nobody would be that stupid. And yet, in America, somebody was that stupid and they died for it. And the violence is continuing and probably going to get worse. It's a tough situation because this is just one example where half the country sees it one way and half the country sees it another way. Same video. So this year, I don't think there's going to be that much good coming out of this year. I really don't think so. And so read my essay. It's war or revolution or blacks killing whites there's just no end. There's no end. And it's a little sad. It's a little difficult to keep my eyes open to everything that's going on, listening to both sides, always, and trying to discern the truth. There are two things we need in life, really, is truth and love. And to navigate through hard times, there's nothing better than love. And it's why 6 months ago I wrote an essay, Love the One You're With. And I really mean that. If you have somebody to love them up. The world needs more love, a lot more love. Also needs to learn how to listen. But that's not happening. It's just not happening.
If you want to go deeper with me, follow me on Substack. You can join for free and receive my newsletters and weekly videos, or become a paid subscriber to access all my exclusive content. The link is in the description.